Morning. It's a beautiful grey, rainy, autumnal day. About to take a trip from Greater Anglia. I'm going to meet someone that's over here, and we're going to have a fun and different day for me, but what's normal for them to explore what happens in the world of accessible travel. Over here, have you brought an umbrella? He's been in one of my videos before. Today you're in the whole thing. This is all about you.
Oh,
this is all on you.
Oh no.
This is Dominic. We're gonna take some trains.
Yes.
With you in your wheelchair, and
yes.
You're gonna show me the world of how accessible travel works, right?
Yeah, I've had to book this all in advance because I have to give notice up to 10 PM the night before if I want to guarantee travel. Now that doesn't mean though that they won't provide me travel if I just turn up to go. So essentially you can turn up and go, but I might have to wait a little bit before they might be able to help if they've got other people to assist. I'm just very mindful that we're going to Sudbury, and I just want to make sure that I've got access to a toilet on the way. So I'm just using Access Map to have a quick look and see, are there toilets at Sudbury? No, there's not. Toilet at Marks Tay? Yay! Okay, so normally if you're buying a train ticket, you've either got the ticket office option, right? Human beings, fantastic, or one of these, ticket machine. But one thing that people don't know, you can get help. You've got like this talkie thing here as well, so you can plug a set of headphones in and you can get some help in making the machine work. So you hit the ticket assistance button here. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to upset them. But do you want to connect to our customer service advisor? Fantastic. Hello.
So for you, presumably, if a station doesn't have a lift, and it's not level access, then you just can't use it.
No, they have to sort out alternative transport. If you don't book assistance, you come onto that and say, hi, I'd like to go to, in this case, Marks Tay and on to Sudbury.
How would you book assistance in advance then, and is it better to do that?
If you want to guarantee your assistance, book it in advance. Life is spontaneous. So rail operators know this, and they don't. You're not a bad person if you don't book in advance. You have a life as a person living with a disability, and that's the real thing here for disabled people to really have that confidence. Is if you can't book in advance, that's absolutely fine. If staff need time just to get something ready, like for example, if it's a really short journey between stations, they might say, "Do you mind getting one after, just so we can make sure that there's somebody there to meet you?" You've just got to be prepared for that.
We're not getting it, but just explain the amazing feature
Look.
of the new Intercity.
Look at that. It's level.
How do you know if it's going to be a 4 or 8 car to know where it's going to be?
Normally on a 4-car 360, there's only one specific accessible point. That's about round where we're standing now, and as you learn on the job basically. It's also designated by a sign on the door as well, and of course it's just below the pantograph. Yeah. So, yeah.
Hang on.
You alright? Yeah.
I'm getting old, mate.
Okay, I'll let Marks Tay know you're coming.
We're on a class 321 where there's no accessible area.
So the easy's down the other end, and we thought it was down this end because they've taken the yellow stripe off the train. So we were looking for a particular stripe that wasn't on this one, but actually normally on a blue train, on a class 360, the wheelchair accessible area with a toilet is in the middle of a train underneath the pantograph. On the class 321s, they're at the one end of a train or the other, usually the country end. But this is what travel used to be like on a very regular basis for many wheelchair users, because you didn't have an accessible carriage, you sat in the doorway or the guard's van.
So we're going to go a few stops at Marks Tay. So what somebody at Chelmsford has called Marks Tay to say you're in this carriage.
Yes.
So when we get there, they should be there with the ramp.
Cool. Thank you very much, sir.
We're at Marks Tay. Dominic, I think he's just found the accessible toilet area.
You've got a radar key.
Yeah, I've got a radar key. Do you know what a radar key is? So Radar was the organisation that used to look after it, and I think they still do. It might be Disability Rights UK now. But actually the important letters are NKS, National Key System. So every disabled toilet in the UK, where it's fitted with a radar key lock, one key, and you open the toilet. And I don't normally say this, but come with me there, come. There's space! I can turn it, so like one of the common problems is, with an accessible toilet, so there's not always enough space, but I mean, I spin around in here, that's great.
Whilst we were chatting there, our train has pulled in. It's one of the new 3-car Stadler Flirt units. Dominic's about to board.
So, bit of a challenge, because this platform is on a curve, there's still a wacky great gap there. The steps all the way out, but there's still a gap. So I need a member of staff, because there are still ramps available. This is the really cool thing, but I don't know where there's a member of staff.
Yeah, so we made a big fuss about the new Stadler train at Chelmsford, and then we're on one anyway here. This is the 3-car
The 3-car
Flirt. It's like the mini version of the big intercity train.
Welcome to this service for Sudbury. We will be calling at Chapel and Wakes Colne.
So we used to have these dot matrix that would fail, and you wouldn't get all the information you need. And the thing is, when you're looking for facilities on the train, you want to know what's going on, you need concise, clear information. So on signs, normally when people are reading them, they're looking for the shape of the words. They're not looking for the word itself, they're looking for the shape of it to really understand that. That's his Sudbury, that's his chapel. And that's why they're brilliant, because the dot matrix, they're not really very clear. That LCD is, and it's absolutely fun. It's really cool, it's really good.
You can't see through my mask, I'm a little bit gobsmacked. I genuinely never considered that. So the shape, if you have the shape of the writing, when it's an actual shape, more than a dot matrix, can help some people understand the word better.
Yeah.
That's incredible. It never occurred to me.
Well,
Sudbury, this train will now terminate here. All change please.
Is it game changing having a level boarding ramp built into the train like that?
yeah. I talk a bit like empowerment. Basically, I didn't need anybody to help me get off the train. I did exactly what any of my peers who aren't wheelchair users would do, which was I got on, I got off, I got on, I got off. That's the basic sort of thing of getting on a train, and I did that without any assistance at all.
Is there anything you can do about the rain though, Dominic? Because I'm getting wet.
Unfortunately not,
And the camera's getting wet.
let's take you somewhere dry, come on. Let's go.
We've had a spot of lunch, we're back at the station, trains are pulling in, and we're going to go back to Chelmsford. At Marks Tay there's a footbridge and we need to cross to the other side, which we can't do, so we've got to go north to Colchester and then cross over and reverse to come back south to get to Chelmsford.
I'm going to show you a little trick. Press and hold. Stays open now.
What? How did you, what?
Until the driver forces the doors to close, they'll stay open. Gives you extra time. Thank you, sir. That's it. So now we have to get the lift
Doors opening.
to go down under the tracks, up the other side, and go and get a train to Chelmsford the other way.
We weren't expecting to make this train because the connection was too tight, but it's running a couple of minutes late so we can get the new Stadler. But is there going to be someone with a ramp? I don't know what's happening with the ramp. Oh, we get... To summarise, we weren't meant to make this train. This is the 07, it's running, it's 11 now, it's a couple minutes late. And we saw it come in. From my point of view, that was really fun, because if it was me, I'd just think, oh, I just run. Shouldn't run on platforms. I'd walk quickly and just jump on the rear carriage. But you obviously wanted to come down to coach C.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, what if it goes without us?
So because this is a dedicated area, I'd rather be here and somewhere safe that I can reverse my wheelchair against something solid, that the toilet's there if I need it. And if it's an emergency, the staff will know to check in this area for somebody who is a wheelchair user or has mobility disabilities.
We're back at your car outside Chelmsford station.
Yeah. So you said to me, what are the takeaways from today? But actually, I think, Jeff, for you, what are the takeaways for you from today?
Yeah, I became acutely aware that simple things. When we were crossing the road in Sudbury, I just step out wherever I fancy, and you're obviously going, no, hang on, where's the ramp, where's the ramp? You wanted to very deliberately get on carriage C on the Stadler train. I mean, there's a bit of drama in the video, and you were like pacing down the platform. So it makes me aware that I just think, get on any door, but you obviously have to go, I want to get on that door. And but there was a genuine, there was the best bit, I can't remember where we were, there was a genuine moment of joy. I think when we got off at Sudbury, and we didn't set it up, you were like, hey, look, I've just got off the train all by myself, and you were like, I'm empowered. And I was like, oh. Because I take that as read, as granted, and for you, trains that now, and it's not just Greater Anglia, even though we're doing it on their service today, other operators are having this too. And we got off the train just now at Chelmsford, and I went, what about ramp? And you went, Jeff, don't need a ramp, we just got level boarding. And you were off the train just like I would, and that was great. But when you got off at Sudbury, you were like, yeah, you sort of punched the air in a little moment of celebration. Dominic, I've had a fun day.
Have you really?
I've learned things as well. Thank you so much. Let's do a COVID handshake. Thank you. Dramatic shot of you driving away, or I don't know, or dramatic shot
of dramatic shot of me driving away.
Dramatic shot of Dominic driving away.